Hey guys, it's your girl Daph. Welcome back to my channel. I want to wish you guys a happy new year. We are in 2021. I know you guys are just as excited as I am that 2020 is over. I just want to wish you guys a happy new year. Today's video, I wanted to talk to you guys about what I learned in 2020. So I want you guys to go ahead and stay tuned for that. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, hit that share, hit that like. If this is your first time on my channel, I focus on vlogs. This year I'm going to be doing a lot of wellness stuff. I'm going to be doing more self-care videos and just talking about a lot of different topics that we deal with and we go through on a daily basis. So if this is your first time, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and let's get into the video. Okay, number one, the first thing I learned in 2020 is the importance of saving money. As you guys know, we're still in a pandemic. A lot of people lost their jobs during COVID and during 2020. Thankfully for me, I was blessed. I did not lose my job. I worked through the whole entire year. But a lot of people did lose their jobs, and a lot of people reminded themselves that, oh my gosh, I should have been better with my money because I've been out of work for such a long amount of time and I didn't have any money to save or bounce back on. And I think 2020 really showed us that it's very important for us to save money because you just really never know what's gonna happen. A lot of people lost their jobs and they wish that they would have been more responsible with their income so that in the event something like this were to happen, they would have had a little bit of money saved up, a little bit of cushion, a little bit of money to, be able to take care of things. 2020 definitely showed me how important it is to save money, which I always knew, but I think 2020 had to happen for a lot of us to really wake up and know that, okay, I might be spending my money a little bit too unwisely, and that I need to make sure that I always save my money and make sure that I spend in a way that it's going to be reasonable and responsible so that I always have something to fall back on in the event something like this does happen. So save your coin. This is something that I've always known, but I think 2020 made it more apparent that there are crazy people in this world. I mean, down to people who were coming up with fake conspiracies about COVID, people who were arguing with folks about not wanting to wear a mask in public, racist people coming out because, those group of people felt some type of way because of the election, just all kinds of stuff. And it just really reminded me that there's crazy people in this world, and this world is insane, and there's a lot of crazy people that I need to make sure I keep myself sane and do the things I need to do to keep a right state of mind, because there's a lot of people in this world that are not in the right state of mind. And it just made me wake up and say, wow, like, let's say for instance, if I'm racist and discrimination, you would think that we've come so far as a country that stuff would no longer exist. I feel like 2020 made it just even more apparent, and those racists made it their business to let it be known that we're still very much racist. America is still a very much divided and racist country. And I learned that I don't think racism is ever gonna go away. So 2020 has taught me to just accept it and then just move forward and continue my life the way it is. Some people are just never gonna change, and that's okay. Those people, you just gotta pray for them and keep it pushing. Another thing that I learned in 2020 is that if there's something that I really want, or if there's something I really wanna do, is to go out and do it. There's no more self-sabotaging myself, no more talking myself out of doing different things. Sometimes we can be our own worst enemy, where we're talking so much in our heads that we talk ourselves out of doing the things that we want to do. 2020 made me aware that sometimes life can really be short, and if you don't just go and do the things that you genuinely want to do, the things that make you happy, then what's the point? Life is all about doing what makes you happy. So that really reminded me that I need to stop putting a hold on myself and a hold on my potential. And I know the things that I want. I have to stop self-sabotaging myself to not do the things that I really want. So in 2021, that's one of my goals, to make sure that I keep pushing forward to the goals that I have, keep pushing forward to the things that I genuinely want, and stop talking so negatively in my head, and sometimes underestimate myself. We have to stop doing that. So I learned in 2020 that I have to stop Sabotage. Thing that I learned in 2020 is the importance of gratitude. A lot of times we take for granted so many things that we have and we become ungrateful. 2020 was a wake-up call for a lot of people to be very thankful for the things that we have, our homes, our cars, our jobs, our family members, our friends, and just being able to go to church and being able to go to the store and just doing different things. A lot of things have become very different for us, so we get so comfortable and we almost feel entitled that we deserve certain things until it's taken away. But I really believe that 2020 was a good wake-up call to be just thankful for all that you have, and your situation is so much better than somebody else's. Somebody is praying for what you have. So while you're being ungrateful, just remind yourself, be grateful what you have, be grateful for the space that you're in so that you can elevate and be even more grateful when you get to that point that you want to get to. And you can be more grateful when you receive even more blessings. You'll be more grateful then because you were grateful for the things that you had before. Being grateful, having gratitude was definitely something that I push myself to have even more in 2020 because a lot of things were taken away from us. So I never want to go a day without showing my gratitude or not being appreciative and not having God know that I'm thankful for everything that He's blessed me with. So gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. I definitely have strengthened that. Last thing that I want to talk about that I learned in 2020 is to trust God 100%. I am a Christian and I know that that goes without saying, but I think during 2020, during a time of so much uncertainty, that it forced me to really trust Him with whatever was going on. A lot of people can agree with me when I say that there was a lot happening that we didn't know what the end results were going to be. We didn't know which direction this world, or even just within yourself, where you're gonna go. And trusting God 100%, basically saying, hey, I'm putting everything in your hands, you lead the way, you figure it out, because I don't know what's going on, I don't know what I'm doing. So trusting God 100% is something that I learned to do even more in 2020. I pretty much felt like I was left with no choice. Honestly, I felt like I was left with no choice but to trust God, because I didn't know what was going on. And like I said before, I think a lot of people can agree with me, and if you are a believer as well, you know that a lot of us had to really turn to the Lord and really just say, Lord, I don't know, you know, you tell me, you figure it out, because I cannot. So trusting God definitely 100% is something I learned and I've strengthened this year in 2020. Hey guys, those are just some of the few things that I learned in 2020. I did learn a lot more things, but I didn't want to make this video super long. If you want to go ahead and leave a comment down below, let me know what you learned in 2020. Let me know if you learned something new about yourself, or just about society, about your job, or anything like that. Go ahead and leave a comment below. Again, if this is your first time, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more videos. I'm so excited. It is a new year. We're gonna conquer our goals. We're gonna just keep it pushing. Look forward to more videos. Hit that subscribe button, that like and share, leave a comment. It really helps out my channel. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.